Welcome to tonight's presentation of Noche La NBA, an annual tradition in the NBA celebrating diversity and culture, and always a pleasure to bring it to you. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. Hey, Dave.
Well, we all saw the media frenzy that surrounded Anthony Davis when his plans to leave New Orleans emerged. He said, "The things I do in the community, being a good teammate, playing hard, championships, all that stuff matters the most to me. Between money or legacy, my legacy will win that battle every time." Kevin?
Winning a big part of it, David. Thank you. Here are the five for the Clippers. They've got Paul George. Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Zubac in at the 5. And for the Lakers, Green and Davis in at the forward positions. LeBron James is out there with J.R. Smith. And it's McGee in at the 5, roaming the paint. A superstar summer, Greg, for the Los Angeles Clippers in Kawhi Leonard and in Paul George. Greg, they have two elite wings, great defenders in their prime.
Give them credit, but also Kawhi Leonard pushing the levers behind the scenes. He wanted another superstar to join him in recruiting Paul George, who still had 2 years left on his deal in OKC. Kawhi took unprecedented control of his free agent destiny.
And two shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. There's the foul against the Clippers.
At this point of his career, McGee knows who he is, a hustler, an energy guy who uses his athleticism to his advantage.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. Opening day, Chris. In your experience, which types of teams tend to start the season well, started strong?
2 types. One, the team that has been forgotten about and left out. The team that had a disappointing season the year before, and no one knows the pain that they went through all summer long, waiting to get back to that moment. So they've been incentivized for half of a year to come back and say, wait a minute, it's our turn now. And those teams are sneaky under the radar.
Little chip on their shoulder, another.
And then secondly, I would say veteran teams. Teams that know what they want, teams that are focused and saying, wait a minute, we know this is a marathon. Let's take our time, warm up, and stick to the principles right away, and we'll end up in the right place later.
They get the rebound, and the rejection by Smith. Outside, Green. Passes it to McGee. Now here is Davis. 6 on the shot clock. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
And guys, at this point in his career, Anthony Davis just entering his prime. Crazy to think when you look at what he's already accomplished thus far.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. And we were talking about Anthony Davis. How do you even put into words, Greg, what he's able to do on the basketball floor?
I mean, he's entering the conversation among the best big men of all time. On a nightly basis, dominating in so many facets of the game. Really, it's remarkable.
And both free throws good for Davis. And the trade for Anthony Davis, a risk for the Lakers, but they feel, Greg, that both sides will find an extension this offseason.
There is mutual interest from both sides. Lakers made the trade, confident Davis would resign. A bit of a leap of faith, but the Lakers did everything they could to secure Davis long term.
Now, here is Morris. 9 points last game from 18 feet away. Offensive rebound, Zubac, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's his first trip to the line.
Finished the season last year around 80% from the stripe.
That one is off. He hits the second from the line. And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. That shot misses. And the Clippers will come the other way. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
And their last time playing this club, foul trouble became a big problem for them. Their starters had to take an early stint on the bench.
Yeah, and they can't afford a repeat of that. They need a lot more minutes out of their core group tonight.
Now Beverly, after LeBron's three-pointer that didn't go. Zubac finds Leonard. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That is his first foul of the game. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Leonard on the wing. James covering. Just 5 to shoot.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Green against Beverly. Lets it go with a 3. But they'll get another chance. Here's Davis. You know what? They battled on the glass but couldn't knock it down. The Clippers have gone 0 of 5 here to start the game. Rough start for them. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. And there's George. That's good on the assist by Beverly. It's all knotted up.
Just phenomenal awareness by Beverly, just dishing the ball to the wide open man easily.
And here's James outside. And the Lakers get it back. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
All right, a moment here to check out stats for Kawhi Leonard. He's coming off an excellent season. He was around 26 points a game last year, 7 rebounds and 3 assists. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
2 shots.
He's oozing with confidence. I mean, and it shows. Every time he steps on the floor, he expects to dominate.
And the first one at the line is good.
And with LeBron James managing to extend his prime, the pressure is on this Lakers organization to make the most of it.
Yeah, you're right, G.A. I mean, it's the kind of pressure you want, though. I mean, getting those superstar players is the hard part. Finding that supporting cast, that's the hard work part.
And so Anthony Davis nails both of them.
Oh, this is a big fella who has no problems at the foul line. I mean, a very smooth touch on the stroke.
Pass to Morris. From deep, George. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And there's never been any question about George's three-point range. He just goes through stretches where he knocks down the 3 at a ridiculous rate.
They get it back. Here's LeBron. Great D that time from Leonard.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
Morris trying to free himself up. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early, and just one more will put him over the limit.
Outside, Green. James against Leonard. LeBron passes to Davis. 5 to shoot. Green inside the three-point line.
Oh, and that's just a great defensive effort there by Beverly. He is all hustle.
Out to the right wing. And James picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
2 fouls, and we're not even out of the first quarter. That's not a good pace to set.
The Lakers on D. 4-point game. Here's Smith. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Davis against Morris. Davis kicks to Green. Just 5 on the clock. The offensive rebound. McGee in the corner. Tries again. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. The Los Angeles Clippers coming to this one after the win against the Warriors in San Francisco. Drills the three-pointer.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here is Davis. 26 points for him last game against Houston. Trying to get something going. Smith, no luck. Trying to get open is Davis. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket.
Well, see, this is why JaVale McGee is out here. When he hustles like this, his coaches and teammates notice it.
Beverly, the pass to Zubac. Kicks it to Leonard. George against Green, the 17-footer. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Leonard's got 5 points so far.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Smith outside. From 13, doesn't go that time. Good work defensively by Morris. Here's Leonard. The second chance effort. McGee with the block.
Oh, this is McGee's role. He's out here to defend and to stifle shooters whenever he can. You got to give him credit for his confidence. I mean, he hasn't hit a single shot this quarter, but he still keeps firing. He just can't find the touch this quarter. He's got to keep grinding, though, and looking for the best shot possible.
Beverly looking around. Pass to Zubac. The tray. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. Let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who are the best shooters from behind the arc last season. You take a look at Green. Second in the league, extremely accurate from beyond the arc.
The bucket must have looked 3 feet wide to him last year. I mean, very deserving in terms of that spot among the league leaders from 3.
And the wide open shot from Morris drops in the tray.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Back to LeBron. Lakers working the ball around now. Now the pass to Davis. Shot clock at 6. McGee controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. McGee's got 5 now.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
And the Clippers call time here. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Anthony Davis. Caldwell Pope comes in for Green. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Smith. And Rajon Rondo is subbed in for LeBron. And he knocks down the first one. Greg, I'm just so impressed with the level of finesse and craftiness that Lou Williams always plays with.
And Kevin, you don't stay a perennial 6th Man of the Year candidate at Williams' age without having more than a few tricks up your sleeve. He's so good in tight spaces and can find a way to get a shot up where others just have to kick it out.
And both free throws good for Williams. And a big summer for the Lakers, trading for Anthony Davis. For a time, Greg, it even looked like they had a great shot at landing Kawhi Leonard.
He ends up choosing the Clippers, which gives rise to a compelling rivalry. The nexus of NBA basketball has shifted to the city of angels. Whichever team you root for, LA fans with a lot to celebrate.
Beverly, the pass to Zubac. Leonard on the wing. Back to Zubac. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Launches it. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And Caldwell Pope can be a volume three-point shooter, meaning when he gets a lot of attempts from there, he can fill it up from downtown.
Here's Williams. Knocks it loose. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession.
And let's check out some stats for McGee. He had a strong showing last season. 3rd in field goal percentage and one of the great shot erasers in our game, providing the last line of defense. How about top 5 in the league for blocks?
And it's a pretty terrific feat to finish top 3 in field goal percentage. Just a testament to how hard he works to become the consummate pro. Now here is McGee, following the miss by Lou Williams.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
The Clippers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he can't get the first one. All players look for an edge, Chris. For example, certain guys are just so deceptive with the ball in their hands. I mean, you're always looking for whatever can give you that advantage.
2 of the best. Players and people can complain as much as they want, but Harden getting to the line is genius because he knows how you're guarding him, and basically you got to stay away from him to guard him because he's so skilled. And by the way, Curry does the same thing. And Curry, one of the smaller players in the league, was always finding a way to take the contact, take the bump, but to get the scoring up. And I think as a fan for me, it's fun watching the cat and mouse game between the offensive player and the defender, seeing who can get the best of each other while involving the ref.
But they just control their bodies so well. They know exactly what they need to do to get that call.
And it's all on the spur of the moment. I mean, this is
right.
all on the fly. Such genius to watch play.
Here's LeBron, following the score by Lou Williams.
Still playing at an MVP level, LeBron James, the greatest player of his generation, and some would argue of all time. We can't take for granted what we've been able to witness.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And now in his mid-30s, LeBron showing no sign of slowing down.
Man, his dedication to training and really maintaining his body, second to none. Alongside his prodigious athleticism, it seems that's made a huge difference.
Jackson, he's checked in for the Clippers.
The agility, the instincts, the power. I mean, James remains a dominant figure on both ends of the floor.
Inside, here's Leonard. That's good for his 3rd bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
You know, his offensive skill set is off the charts. He has more than a few ways to punish.
Leonard against James. To the middle, Davis. And Kuzma has it in the corner. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Williams, that's for 2. Clippers working now with the new shot clock. And that one, good. And now it's a 10-point Clipper lead.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Yeah, you got to be careful. It's still early. They've expended a lot of energy, but they've also built a nice cushion here.
Now here's Jackson after LeBron James's miss. Offline with his 3. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Left side, Davis. Clock at 6. And they double up Davis. Pass to Caruso. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. The shot comes out.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Oh, man, an awful display from him so far. But you know he's going to keep working to try to turn it around.
Here's Shamet, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on LeBron James. The Clippers have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2. First free throw is good. Rajon Rondo is checked in for LeBron. Both shots good from the stripe.
Oh, not many players with the more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
Davis dishes to Caldwell Pope. Back to Davis. Outside for Rondo. The 3-ball. And Kuzma slams it in.
Great hustle on the part of Kuzma, outworking everyone else on the glass and getting a nice reward for it.
There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Jackson misses.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Now here's Rondo. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And stolen by Harrell. Shamet kicks to Williams. Buries it from 3-point range.
Yeah, they've built up this lead 3 points at a time.
Oh, yeah, they certainly found something along the perimeter. Just an onslaught of 3-point bombs.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. 13 points up at the end of the period. And more than anything, their 3-point shooting is what sparked them. A fantastic night from long range so far. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Well, you see a lot of players who pick up a controller and fire up NBA 2K, thank goodness, including the king himself, LeBron James.
I play 2K all the time. Seriously, when I'm playing the game, I'm putting certain lineups on the court that I see could actually help us in real life, which is very weird.
Always experimenting, always keeping his mind engaged, Greg, with basketball.
And that's who Bron is. He lives, breathes, and eats basketball.
And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And a comfortable margin here for the Clippers, guys.
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
Oh, at the defense spinning in circles. Hard to cover all that ground.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. Jackson is out there with Lou Williams. Then there's Landry Shamet. Then it's Montrezl Harrell. And it's George in the power forward. 5 on the clock. On its way from Caldwell Pope for 2. Another shot. It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut to just 11 points in the basket from Howard.
And you need an army to keep Howard away from the basket. He's so superb at snatching up offensive rebounds.
Pass to Harrell. Outside Williams. Outside George. And it's Paul George with the finish.
And I just love the aggressiveness from George, just slicing apart the defense with that terrific ability to penetrate.
Smith kicks to Caldwell Pope outside. Pass to Smith. And it's sent back by George. The pass to Jackson. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. And the shot goes down. Harrell's got his first bucket in this one.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Howard. And the rejection by Harrell. And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Williams against Smith.
Hey, whose man is this?
Williams with the ball. He has 7. Shoots the 3. Kuzma pulls it in. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, we know about Lou Williams' story. The 3-time Sixth Man of the Year may be undersized, but he keeps finding angles to score. Williams said, "I can't shoot straight up. I've always played crooked. It's weird, but it's something I've developed, fading away from guys. I have bigger defenders on me, and it's just about creating space." Kevin, even well into his 30s, Lou Will still does it as well as anybody.
I would totally agree, David. He is always done.
Timeout.
Thank you. And the Lakers decide to take their first timeout here.
Well, for so much of what Paul George brings to the table, you have to start with his defensive impact. He is one of the top defenders in the league at his position, if not the best.
And let's check out the stats for Rondo. Last year, getting it done. Was in at about 9 points per, 8 assists, and 5 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
Hey, every symphony needs a conductor. He unifies his teammates, sets the tempo, and they make some sweet, sweet music.
Out to Kuzma. Hits the target from 18 feet. Kuzma's got 6. You look at George with all he does, Greg, you sometimes forget how good his perimeter defense is.
Well, I mean, his teammates and coaches won't ever forget about the impact he has on that end. Even when George isn't scoring or the shot isn't falling, he is still a monster on the floor just with his defense alone.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively.
Watch PG.
He kicks it to Harrell. Outside Williams. And here's George. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Warriors in San Francisco.
Yeah, but it wasn't all about himself. I mean, he kept everybody else in the loop. His passing was tremendous. When he hit that 1 3-pointer in the first quarter, still none so far here in the second.
And the basket is good. Kuzma's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Awesome at keeping his balance. Sometimes guarding Kuzma is impossible for the defense.
And the Clippers call time here. Chris, at that free throw line, there's a lot of chirping, isn't there, among the players around the lane. It just seems like their mouths are always moving. A lot of chirping.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, for the ones that aren't sucking there and aren't tired, they're talking to each other. It's the only real break in action. And there's times, too, you get to see what has happened a few other plays before, so you get to bust the guy up on some jokes or just flat out talking trash. And sometimes guys are saying, I hate to tell you this, but sometimes the guys are going, man, listen, I'm so tired. He's going to make this free throw. Don't push me too hard on this. I got to get rest for a couple seconds.
They say that, huh?
Oh, yeah. Especially to the guys. I remember saying that to Ben Wallace one time. He was my rookie, and I was like, listen, man, you know Legs is going to make this free throw, man. Don't push me all the way into the basket. You'd have a good
What was the
laugh
response?
He pushed me into the basket.
Caldwell Pope kicks to Rondo. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Leonard. The shot by Rondo is no good.
He's going to have a tough time hitting that if he can't create a little more space for himself.
Whoa, what a finish!
Run that back. I want to see the replay now.
There you see why you want the ball in Jackson's hands as much as possible. He can clearly set the table.
Back to Rondo. Smith outside. Passes to Kuzma. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Yeah, and at Utah, Kyle Kuzma restricted to more of a traditional power forward role. Now, the wide-open NBA style has unleashed his game.
And Chris, really, a combo forward game for Kuzma. He's comfortable playing small forward as well.
But defensively, I think he's better on the wing. I mean, think about this. In high school, he was only 5'9" as a freshman. Man, did he grow. He has experience on the perimeter.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls.
Go, baby.
Well, Kev, for all his scoring talent, Kyle Kuzma, he wants to be more. I mean, he's working to round out his game. He's growing as a defender, rebounder, and a playmaker.
James checked in for Rajon Rondo. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Jackson. That one misses. C-Webb last season, Kuzma making strides as a passer and as a defender.
Yeah, Kevin, that's because Rajon Rondo got him in the film room. Rondo! I mean, he improved his recognition, his rebounding. Still an area to work on.
Here's Davis, and it's in there. Davis has got 6 points.
If there's a list of the best inside scorers in the NBA, Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it.
And Davis sends it back. And so the ball out of bounds, Davis touched it last. Green, he's checked in for the Lakers. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Williams, he's checked in for George. Williams finds Leonard. Leonard draws the double. Beverly for 3. And again, no good by the Clippers.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Oh, man, did you see him close that gap? What a great job. He made the shooter feel uncomfortable.
And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. And here's what the schedule for the Lakers looks like. On Sunday, they'll be taking on Paul Millsap and the Denver Nuggets. Then on Monday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Utah Jazz.
Yo, D up on Lou. Kick it out,
Now
man.
Beverly,
Kick it out.
he picked up 15 points in their last win against Golden State. Pass to Morris. He dishes it to Williams. Shot clock at 5. Arrow high post. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Harrell's got 4 this quarter.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Davis. No good off the back of the rim.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Now here's James. 29 points for him last game against Houston.
It was his rebound that stood out even more to me. I mean, they could not keep him off the glass. I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
Who's got Williams?
Pass to Harrell.
He's coming.
Back to Williams.
Watch him.
And there's the pass to Leonard. But they recover it.
Yo!
The Lakers with the rebound.
Rebound, LJ.
Down low. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut to just 11 on the basket from Kuzma.
He's been fantastic, but he can't do it all by himself. Some of the other guys need to lighten the load and step up.
Here's Leonard. Again, Leonard missing. The Lakers have gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. Bounce pass, Smith. Kuzma against Morris. To the inside, Davis. And finished off by Davis.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Leonard kicks to Harrell. From deep three-point range, the Lakers with the rebound. Kuzma's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. To the paint. Morris with the block.
Oh, just fantastic defense from Morris, getting right in the face of the shooter and coming up with the rejection.
That's tipped. James with it. Leonard picks him up. The feed now to Green. Goes back up. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Lakers have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Good shot selection, largely dependent on getting open. Which players do the best job of moving, you think, right now without the ball?
Period. Klay Thompson, 60 points, 11 dribbles. Did you hear me?
I got
60
it.
points,
Shocking.
11 dribbles.
It almost looks like a misprint,
sick.
doesn't it?
Yeah, it is.
He's perfect from the line this time. And the Clippers call time here.
Things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Defensive intensity has to pick up, and I'm sure coach is going to let them know that.
All right, a chance here to check out the stats for Paul George. Coming off a terrific season. First in steals, and of course, one of the game's truly elite scorers with the 2nd most points per game in the league.
And as you said, first in steals last season, you have to say he's the best ball hawk in the league right now. It may not even be close. The three-pointer is right on target. 12 points for Kawhi Leonard.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
Green kicks to Caruso. Outside, Davis. 4 on the shot clock. Green inside, defended by George. And it's Green missing.
If he'd been even halfway decent today, the score would be a lot different, but he can't get anything to fall.
Passes it to Harrell. And it's Williams. That time the assist by Harrell. And it's a 12-point Clipper lead.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah, horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
Here's Davis. Puts the fadeaway right on the money. Davis has got 8 points here in this quarter. Clippers leading by 10. Williams looking around. Poked away. It's stolen by Green. Here's Caruso. That shot off. Good D by Williams. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
Bucket is good.
And that's what Beverly does best, a quick passer who distributes the ball incredibly well.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. Down by 12. Poke loose. Leonard with the steal. George finds Beverly. Leonard against Davis. Goes up at the stripe. And that one goes long. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And finished off by LeBron.
Oh, powerful presence on the court. It's hard to match James' strength inside.
Now here's Williams. He's covered closely. 4 seconds left. No good on that one. And so that brings the first half to a close. Clippers lead by 10. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Kentavious, you guys were getting a lot of offensive rebounds in the first half. How important was that?
I mean, they was important, man. We got to keep them off the glass. We can't get them second shot, and we got our offensive rebound too as well. Get us some second chance at the basket and just keep working hard.
Well, you made it work in the first half, KCP. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. An outstanding first quarter for Paul George. He ended up with 15 points, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And let us get your thoughts, big fella, on the Clippers.
You know what I like about Paul George? He's quietly going about his business. Sometimes he'll take a back seat, not in this case in the first half. Has the length, the skill, the deep range, matchup nightmare.
And Kenny, let's get your thoughts on the Lakers.
Their inaccuracy from behind the arc was brutal. Shot selection, I didn't see any. The perimeter offense they're running, you could scrap that. They need to get back to the basics. Pound it inside, more pick and roll. Try to pick up some easy buckets in transition.
And that'll about do it as
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You look at Paul George in this game, guys. He's been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. Getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Green and Davis in at the forward position. Smith is out there with LeBron James, and it's McGee in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the group starting the second half for Frank Vogel. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, easy call.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
First free throw is good. Both free throws good from McGee. Clippers leading by 8. Here's George. Pulls it from the elbow. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
And the mid-range jumper really right in George's comfort zone. When he isn't blowing by guys and finishing at the rim, he's knocking that one down with consistency.
Here's LeBron. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And Chris, later this season, LeBron James likely to surpass Kobe Bryant for 3rd on the all-time scoring list.
And that might be a bittersweet moment for Lakers fans, Kevin. A lot of diehard Kobe supporters who long held with the Mamba, not LeBron, was the heir apparent to Jordan.
Free throw good, LeBron. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Clippers leading by 8. George with the ball. For the 3. And James pulls it down. LeBron's got his 5th rebound in this one. Shots good by Green.
Oh, fantastic vision. I mean, Bron always cognizant of everyone around him.
And here's Beverly. Pass to Leonard.
Go pick up your man.
Now Zubac. A rebound by the Lakers. McGee's got 8 rebounds in this game.
It's still early, but a 1-for-4 start to the half, that's a bad sign if you ask me. If they've got a can't-miss play, now's the time to break the glass and pull it out.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. And James throws it down.
Coming off the screen, LeBron showing the poise. He runs this play time and time and time again.
Clippers have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Beverly wide open. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Lakers trail by 3. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing under control. I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Yo, it would be a shame to make all this progress and let them off the hook. You got to keep the pressure on.
Right block shot. And yes, it's good. And that's 19 points for George.
Even with the D giving him a lot of attention, he's still finding ways to light him up.
James, the pass to Smith. The drive by James, and James throws it down hard.
Oh, you love how fierce James is, a ferocious dunk artiste.
James against Leonard, got a piece of it, and stolen by James. Dishes it to McGee. Lock at 6. Green kicks to Smith. And another basket for the Lakers.
Timeout.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
And the Clippers call time here. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
He's been a force inside. If they don't commit more bodies down low, he's going to keep destroying them in the paint.
And now it's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best fast break teams from a season ago. The Lakers second.
Yeah, I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
Beverly against Smith. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Now Beverly over Smith. Offensive rebound. Zubac, no good.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here. Davis finds Green. Tipped away. Shot clock at 5. Here's the teardrop. And the rejection by Zubac. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. George looking over the floor. Green passes to James. Leonard with the ball. Picked up by Davis. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And he moves so well. When Leonard drives the lane, it's pretty much a guaranteed bucket. Terrific body control, and he plays with the ultimate force.
Here's James shooting foul. As the whistle blows, he'll shoot 2 free throws.
Many thought the Raptors or Lakers would land Kawhi, but in the end, he came to the Clippers to write his own legacy. Returning to Southern Cal, where he grew up, was a big part of his decision. The big surprise was how Kawhi was out recruiting other stars behind the scenes to join him with the Clippers.
That free throw missing. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. And so Beverly will bring it up for the Clippers. Pass to Leonard. Zubac's trying to break loose. And it's Leonard missing. And it's the Lakers' ball. They're on a 15-6 run. Green finds Smith. James outside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. So for the Clippers, Harrell, he's checked in for Zubats. Landry Shamet comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Jackson in for Patrick Beverly. First free throw is good. Good on both. Now here's Jackson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on JaVale McGee.
Oh, man, what amazing speed and body control by Jackson. Once he penetrates inside, he's searching for the foul on the shot.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first.
And as long as Reggie Jackson is healthy, he's going to give you some punch as a lead guard. Solid scoring option and a guy who's also unselfish in terms of getting his teammates involved.
And so Jackson nails both of them. And for the last half-decade, Reggie Jackson has been good for about 15 points a game.
And that is about the consistency you can expect from Jackson. He's always been a talent. The key for him is just staying on the floor.
Here's Davis. And McGee kicks to Green. Drains it from beyond the arc. Green's got his second bucket of the night.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Here's Shamet. Outside Jackson. And again, no good by the Clippers. The Lakers have gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. Smith, the pass to James. Shoots over Shamet. And James gets it to go on the assist by Smith. James has got the lead up to 4 now for the Lakers. Now, here's Shamet. He's guarded by Davis. It's stolen by Davis. To the middle. Smith dishes to Davis. Kicks it to LeBron. 5 on the clock. And another 3 for the Lakers.
They lost their edge on D here in the second half. I mean, far too passive. They're not dictating the pace anymore.
There's the pass to Shamet. George with the ball. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Green. And, oh, here we go. Smith's got it. The fast break chance. Goes up the baseline. Second chance shot. The shot's good from McGee. And now it's a 9-point Laker lead.
This is where McGee's coaches and teammates want him to shoot from. They know he can do damage in there with his hops.
Morris kicks to George. On the wing, Morris. He's guarded by Davis. They need this. Here's Harrell. McGee with the block. George against Green, and Davis throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Inside, got a piece of it. Stolen by McGee. The drive by James, and finished off by LeBron.
Such blinding speed on the drive. I mean, James is a force of nature when he's on the attack.
Here's Jackson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
And when you shoot 86 from the line like he did last season, you usually cash in on those opportunities.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Jackson.
As a kid, Jackson saw a lot of the world. His dad was in the Air Force, so he lived in Italy, England, North Dakota, Florida, Colorado. He was all over the place.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Howard's checked in for Anthony Davis. Caldwell Pope comes in for Green. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Smith. And Rajon Rondo is subbed in for James. Both free throws good from Jackson. Lakers leading by 11. Caruso looking for an opening. Passes it to McGee. From outside the arc, Rondo's shot is off. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Clippers. Pass to Shamet. Jackson kicks to Shamet. Leonard against Caldwell Pope. Clock at 4. Here's Jackson. Caruso grabs the miss. Lakers shooting 41% for the game. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Off target from outside. Clippers trail by 11. Jackson with it. They get a hand on it. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Jackson's got it back down to single digits for the Clippers. Jackson against Rondo. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
And taking a look here at some stats for Lou Williams. A very nice season for him last year. He put up about 20 points per game last season, 5 assists and 3 rebounds. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, it gives you something you really can rely on going into every game. And you can also work off of him to look to create for others.
Knocked loose. And here's Leonard. He's got 14. Harrell trying to free himself up. Leonard, no luck. Caldwell Pope outside. Rondo against Williams. And the rejection by Harrell. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Here's Caldwell Pope. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. Clippers trail by 7. Jackson looking it over. The dish to Leonard. The kick out to Williams. Here's the 3. It's the three-point bomb. Williams has got 14 points.
That's a nice play, getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
Yeah, he may just have to put a little more arc under that, but either way, it's a tough shot.
Caldwell Pope passes to McGee. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Kawhi Leonard, and the Lakers making a change here. Kuzma's checked in, and the Clippers with a change here too. George is checked in. And the free throw, no good. Clippers trail by 6.
Pick up the pace, get the 2-for-1 here.
If that's how they want to end this quarter, they're going to have to score quickly.
And it's Shamet missing. Lakers shooting not great, 40% for the game. Kuzma against Leonard. Here's Caruso. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Howard, the pass to McGee. The baseline J. Misses off the right iron. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. What a quarter that saw them generate a great comeback effort and are now out in front with momentum behind them. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, that's quick decision making. See a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play right there.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the 4th, Andrew Shamet is out there with Morris. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Harrell in at the pivot, manning the middle. Howard can't hit.
It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
Here's Shamet. No good on the 3. Lakers leading by 6. Here's Caruso. George with the defensive effort.
The D hanging tough and stopping what would normally have been an easy lay.
Here's Shamet. Rebounded by the Lakers. Howard's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Caldwell Pope's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Lakers. Outside, George. From downtown. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
He hasn't had anywhere near the same touch he had in the first half. 0 3-pointers in this half compared to 3 in the first. That's a shot they're always happy to get, even when he blows the finish.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Now Beverley on the wing, Morris. From out on the wing, he knocks it down.
Terrific use of the catch-and-shoot jumper for Morris, catching the D flat-footed and torching them as a result.
And the pass to Howard. Good. And the Lakers lead by 8.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And Beverly kicks to Harrell. Now here's Beverly. Passes it to George. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
The rotation in the D could be better here. It'll cost them next time if it's not.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Caldwell Pope for 3. It's hauled in by George. George has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Morris against Caldwell Pope. Pass to Howard. Shoots over Shamet. The rebound by Paul George. George has got his 5th rebound in this one. He kicks to Harrell. Rondo against Beverly. Shot from the wing. The shot that time, not on target. And the Lakers going the other way now. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Rondo passes to Kuzma. Howard trying to free himself up. The second effort. And the rejection by Harrell. Beverly finds George over Caldwell Pope. That shot off the mark. Lakers leading by 8. Rondo on top. Defended by Beverly. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit.
Hey, yo, right here. Don't forget the clock.
Here's Caruso. Here's Howard. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. And the Lakers lead by 10.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Beverly against Rondo. Stolen away. For 3, Caldwell Pope. The Clippers grab the miss.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
George passes to Morris to end the cold streak. And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. So, for the Clippers, Williams, he's checked in for Landry Shamet. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Lakers leading by 10. Outside Rondo, lobbed up there for Howard. Hammers the alley-oop through.
When you lob it Howard's way, he'll find ways to finish. That's how talented of a dunker he is.
George finds Harrell. Outside Williams. Pass to George. Count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, and he's gotten to his spots and capitalized. He just needs a little more help from his teammates.
It's Caldwell Pope with the drive. And the rejection by Harrell. Here's Jackson. Banked in off the glass.
And how about the speed of Jackson's ball handling? Just leaving the D in the dust with his moves.
And the Lakers call time here.
And wow, you just have to love the motor on Montrezl Harrell when he's on the floor. Great on the glass, and he just plays with such a fire.
Some changes for the Lakers. Davis is checked in for Howard. Smith comes in for Alex Caruso. And James subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Leonard, he's checked in for the Clippers. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Frank Vogel talk to his team during the break. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go. Guys?
Hey, get it back.
That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
He'll breathe a big sigh of relief if they hang on to win this game. He's not done much to contribute tonight.
And with Harrell, you can see how his energy spreads to the rest of the team.
Reminds me a bit of what Fareed used to bring to teams. Harrell is also undersized, but boy, he makes up for it in so many ways.
The pass to Kuzma. Back to Smith. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Leonard's got 7 rebounds in the game. Jackson dishes to Williams. Double team on Williams. Kicks to Harrell from the arc. A rebound by the Lakers. Kuzma's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And here's James outside. And the Lakers get it back.
And that's a nice job on the offensive glass there. That'll let them work the clock even more. And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's George. And no good. And the Lakers going the other way now. James looking around. Smith for 3. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Smith's got the lead up to 13 now for the Lakers. Jackson passes to Leonard. Lets it go from deep. Kept alive. Here's Harrell. Great D that time from James.
He's been cold, and it's been hurting him. The D, was ready for him. He hasn't been able to solve it.
On the wing, Jackson, covered by LeBron. Shots good by Williams.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Bounce pass Smith. The wide open look here for Kuzma, but he recovers it.
Now, that's made a huge difference in this game, if you ask me. Their offensive rebounding has been sensational.
The first one falls.
And many people are high on Kuzma, an all-around player with a promising future given his impressive skill set.
Danny Green, he's checked in for Caldwell Pope. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. It's a 13-point game. Passes it to Leonard. Fader on the way. Good work there as it goes.
Yeah, and from mid-range, Leonard's jump shot is money. It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or catch and shoot. He never loses his touch.
Smith for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Smith's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Lakers.
He's shown great patience tonight. He went through a scoreless first half, but didn't get down on himself. Now he's got it going.
Yeah, it's been about the rebounding. Really, that's the dividing line in this game.
Green, the pass to Smith. Excellent D there from George.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
James against Jackson. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's foul number 2 for him. Green finds Kuzma. Smith outside. 6 on the shot clock. Again, the miss by Smith. Clippers trail by 14. Pass to George. Here's Harrell. Clippers moving the ball around. Outside Leonard. And finished off by Leonard.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim.
D up on LB.
Smith on the wing, fires for three. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Jackson with it, pass to Leonard. From deep, George. Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Leonard with the steal.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Lakers.
Well, the one thing that jumps out in this game is the free throw shooting, which they did a much better job at.
Absolutely. A big plus. And oftentimes your performance at the line can be the difference in a game. And I think tonight we saw that.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for LeBron.
He hung a big number on the scoreboard, and it wasn't just because he was hot. He did it with movement and tenacity.
Shot from the top of the key. They get it again. Davis make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Now, that's why they're in the driver's seat right now, looking to put this one away.
Williams.
Leonard kicks to Jackson. Leonard against Davis. Leonard attacking. LeBron with the block.
Oh, you got to be cautious around James. He's always on the hunt to swat away shots. Defense in your rear view may be closer than they appear.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his wake.
And here's Smith. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, what is your sense of how the team is playing at the moment?
We have a good thing going right now, and we want to try to keep it going. And the best part about tonight's game was the defensive end. We defended, and we shared the ball, and that's a good ingredient to a win.
It was working at both ends, LeBron. Thank you for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you later.